trade, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. Oh, art thou Florian. I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester, Etihad, this Stad will be playing Champions League football next year, my friend. Yeah, how about you take a little 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen over to Manchester. We'll get you a nice hotel stay. Little 2-2 medical, £300,000 a week. Couple bonuses thrown in there. 2-2 Ballon d'Or in a couple years. Champions League. Happy days. You want to go Bayern Munich. Little 2032 Bayern Munich driller. Happy days. We get the next up and coming star. Hey, how about it, Florian? Florian. Oh, art thou Florian?
He's got his 28th goal for City this season.
See? BBC love me, man. They love me. They call me. Mwah! They know I'm making it, man. I'm going to win the league. Mwah! Guys, mwah! See you at the terrace, guys. Hey! Let me do a little dance. And I'll see you on Allah. Hey! A little dance, bro. You see this? I used to play like this. When Santos used to win, the remontada we had against Liverpool, outstanding performance from the boys. I think if I'm Arsenal, I'll be worried because this is showing a different Man City. This is exactly Man City we've been witnessing. The start of the season starts now. And I think we're winning the league, man. I feel so happy. I can't believe it. We're coming for that lotto jobs. This is failure. This is pathetic.
Before you mute, 1 minute.
What a joke. What a joke.
Hamza, before you mute, Santi, let me just say this. And if
he's right, by the way. He's right.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on episode 123 of the A-listers. Obviously, Carefree Lewis G is the only professional one here. Big up, Lewis. I always call him the realest one on the platform. Dio ain't even ready. Wait has to give his intro. Flawless. God knows what he's doing. Probably munching on some chicken nuggets as per usual.
When do you ever call Lewis the most professional? That's crazy. And the black guy saw me eating chicken. I hear it, man. First. I hear it. Man.
Whoa. I didn't say Lewis is the most professional. I didn't say Lewis is the most professional. I didn't say Lewis is the most professional. I said Lewis is the realest one on YouTube. I've always said this
one. All right, cool. I've never heard that one.
What made you think I wasn't ready? I was
main trait of the king.
Something was
the
behind the screen here. I had to make sure, I don't let it interrupt this.
Also, Flawless, nice use of the racism card there. I just clocked you, fraud.
If in doubt,
I just clocked what he meant like 10 seconds later. I'm like, oh, I see now. Okay. Fairs. 1-0 flawless. 1-0 flawless. Anyway, Vader.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
If I get copyright infringement, you're gonna send me 20 Canadian dollars. That's what I'm telling you. Run it back again for the ladies.
Only a second, you'll be alright.
Yeah, stop being so sensitive, you bum. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
Fairs. Vader Games. You got to be. Big up to you, Vader Games. Appreciate you. Big up to all of you guys, man. Listen, there's already 200 people in the building. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys always showing us love and support. You got to be big up. Jay is on his way. The funny part, I was mentioning to Lewis earlier on, I'm like, bro, Jay is probably depressed from watching Spurs. Like, he probably just forgot that we're even that we even have a show. Poor Jay has to prepare. He's got to prepare for Watford away next year and that. You get me? It's a very difficult moment for Jay right now.
Are we showing sympathy to Jay now? Are we now showing sympathy to Jay? It's like,
he's 17.
I'm with you. Like, fuck it.
Kick the man when he's down. Because when I'm down, you kick me. If I draw a game, you kick me. If I just tie a game, you kick me. I don't want to hear this sympathy for Jay. Sorry. If you're playing Wigan next year, or you're playing, Wrexham or whoever, or Preston, that's your problem. That's your problem. And so help you.
At least they're winning a trophy. They don't get that a lot.
Hey, look, if you go down to the
championship, what trophy are they winning?
It's going to be hard to come back.
Championship he's talking about.
Oh, they'll probably finish second.
If you get a trophy for that.
You get the trophy.
No, the second place team actually gets a trophy.
Playoffs.
No, the second place team actually gets a trophy now.
Really?
No, you don't.
Yeah, I swear I've seen the second place team lift trophies and they still get
That's crazy that
promotion
the
medals.
second place team gets the trophy.
Again,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm
Maybe
not
second
bugging.
place
I'm
team
sure
doesn't
I've
get a
seen this
trophy.
a lot. I'm sure I've seen
Oh.
this the last few years.
I'm gonna check.
Maybe. I ain't watched the
Anyway,
championship like that
It's
still.
something new. It's only been recently, but I'm sure the second place team gets trophies.
I just know that the financial ramifications for them, if they go down to the championship, is going to be heavy. Because again, sponsorship, TV, you're not getting that media money. Yeah, dude. Anyways. Yeah, so no sympathy, please. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
Oh
anything.
my God, Lewis ain't even waffling. I just checked.
Yeah, I knew I
second
wasn't
place
bugging. They get
actually got the
medals and
trophy.
everything. It's some woke bullshit.
Yeah, that is some utter woke nonsense, man.
Yo, the second place actually get the trophy.
Yeah, so like they'll definitely win a trophy next season. Like Jay will
What
be
is
alright.
that,
They don't even have to finish first.
Did you check whether the trophies are sponsored?
Yes, whichever team finishes second in the championship will get a trophy. Despite confusion from many supporters, it's been a common theme over the years for the runner-up of each tier of EFL to receive some silverware.
No, Hossam, I'm asking.
Wow.
Hossam, check if that second trophy for the second place is a sponsored trophy. Is it?
No, it's the same thing. It's like
I know
just
what I'm
the
saying.
first.
No. What I mean is that when I mean sponsored, you know how like the companies like for your
get what
trophy,
you're
for
saying.
example, companies give money for it.
Oh,
right?
if there's a sponsor
So-
behind it. Now
yeah,
it's
if
just
there's a
Sky
sponsor-
Bet.
If there's a sponsor behind it, the the league will take it. The championship league will take. They'll do a second trophy because somebody is putting money behind it. You know, so it's more like
Every club who finished second in League 2, League 1, and the championship get a trophy for being promoted. It's always been that way. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
There's.
That's Scott
Yeah,
Parker.
I saw the Sheffield one as well just now.
And they finished second. It's mad. There's only been
Oh,
recent.
so they
but
get a trophy for being promoted, is what it is. They don't get a
Yes.
trophy for being second.
Basically,
They get
yeah.
a trophy
Because
for
what
being-
happens is the first place wins the league and gets promotion. The second place gets promotion, and then third to seventh have playoffs, and the
Playoffs,
winner
yeah.
of that also gets a trophy. So why should the second team be the only one without a trophy?
Yeah, they all get
It's
a
actually
trophy for
logical
getting
when you
promoted.
think about it,
Yeah,
low-key.
it's a promotional trophy. It's not a trophy for.
Damn, Arteta would have had 3
Yeah.
trophies.
It
Anyway,
just
big
feels
up to all of you
very,
guys.
like-
Make sure you guys are liking the
That's-
video.
that's-
Make sure you
that's
guys
not-
let
that's
it
not
go.
possible, because
It's
I've
just
never
a
been
one-liner.
relegated. I've never been relegated. I've never been relegated, so I don't
It's just
understand.
a one-liner, Dio. Let it go.
I've
let
never
it
been
go.
relegated,
Yes.
so I don't understand it.
It's a one-liner. It's a one-liner.
I know
Big up to all of you guys.
you've been relegated. Chelsea's been
Just a
relegated.
one-liner, Dio. Not that
City's
deep.
been
Because I'm a bad
relegated.
guy, you know.
Not in
That's
my
how you're a
lifetime.
bad guy.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
What did I do? Unnecessary shots.
Very
I'm
unnecessary.
Anyway, I want to
to
start off this stream by talking about the top 4 race and the Champions League coming up as well. So let me ask Flawless as the neutral on this panel. What do you make of this week's upcoming Champions League fixtures? Chelsea, PSG, Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, Galatasaray, and Arsenal, Leverkusen. How do you see the English teams doing in Europe?
very badly, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I think they do. I think Arsenal do well. I think the rest of you lot go out. I'm not even gonna lie. I think the rest of you lot go out.
In this round?
Yeah, in this round. Yeah. I think Galatasaray knocks you lot out. I think Real Madrid go out to City, and I think PSG. Yeah.
Well, we have started the show off on a banger. Elaborate, طيب.
Yeah.
In regards to which team do you want me to start with?
Whichever one you want, because you just
Alright,
dropped the
we'll
bomb.
start with your mob. Galatasaray already beat you lot already as it is. Like I know, and I think the first leg. Normally, I would say the first leg being at their place is a hindrance, but I think they beat you lot, take a lead back there, and then think of the gym. What I was saying, I don't think you lot. In regards to the Chelsea and the Chelsea and PSG one, I think that will be close. I don't think Chelsea gets steamrolled, but one thing they've got match winners in abundance. I know they got a couple of injuries as well, but I think the difference in managers as well will be key. Enrique versus Liam Rosenior, I think that's where that will be run. But we know what Chelsea are like, but I trust PSG over 2 legs. Real Madrid City is a bit different because City, I think, are the favourites for that. But one thing we know have Real Madrid having abundance is match winners all over the pitch. So that's why. Are
you dumb?
But yeah. Was that you,
Guys?
Vale?
Yeah, guys. He's mentioning you, you know.
Was that you,
It
Vale?
was-
Don't hide behind the soundboard. Speak up, man. Say what you gotta say.
Yeah, don't just click buttons, Vader.
I'm hiding, man.
Is it? I didn't want to interrupt. Is it my turn?
Who wants to go first?
Nah,
He finished.
go.
He landed
you go.
already. The
Yeah,
plane's
you
landed.
go.
He's out the plane. He's
Tell me
in
what-
the airport.
Tell me what, in particular, your fixture, what do you think's wrong I said about your fixture? Aside from going out.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I was just showing flawless respect. I let him finish completely. I didn't say a word. Yes, the soundboard was there, but that was my production.
Your
team.
mic's
My
not
production
connected
team.
as well. We can tell. You're speaking through your laptop. Yes.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Double check it. Double check it there.
You're speaking through the laptop.
Yeah, just double check it.
There's no way. Hold on.
Yeah, there's yes way. Lewis, tell us your thoughts first as the blue brother while he
knows
fixes
this
his
anyway. We
technical
spoke earlier. He knows my thoughts. on
Yeah,
this.
I just want to say I disagree personally. I disagree, and I've just had a stream with my guy PSG International, and now I feel like Loki a little bit more confident. Like I still think this game's going to be very evenly matched, but they sound like they're going through a lot of the same problems that we have. They've got defensive issues. They've got injury issues. It looks like they're going to be without João Neves and Fabian Ruiz. At least João Neves might be on the bench for them. Maybe Dembele starts. Maybe he'll be on the bench. But they've had a lot of problems, and apparently Enrique is likely to set up the exact same way he set up against us in the Club World Cup final. And I thought the Villa game was a dress rehearsal for PSG, and it looked very similar to the way that we handled the final too. So if that's the case, and I've got Palmer on the right-hand side against Nuno Mendes, who has 1 yellow card away from a suspension for the second leg as well, I kind of fancy my chance a little bit. Obviously, it can go either way. PSGs do still have match winners, and we are the biggest self-saboteurs in Europe. We could still shoot ourselves in the foot and have a 3-0 worthy game, and it just be a 2-1 defeat. Yeah. But I fancy our chances in this game. I really do.
Can I say something about the club?
Let me ask Lewis a question.
Sorry,
I will forget Dayo. Let me just ask him one question because it's about Chelsea PSG. Lewis, do you think like all these scenarios that you mentioned? I'll say my opinion in a bit, but I want to ask you a question since you're the Chelsea fan. All these scenarios that you mentioned are one-off games. Do you think the fact that it's a 2-legged tie will change it in terms of Enrique's managerial abilities?
Not. What do you mean by that?
I would
meaning in a one-off game, everything you just said is 100% accurate, and I agree with you completely. You could 100% go to PSG, to Paris, and win. I don't disagree with you one bit. All I'm saying is, because Enrique is an elite tactician and an elite coach, don't you think his managerial experience will help him turn it around in the leg after?
Absolutely. Like, I don't think whatever happens for either team, the tie is going to be settled in the first leg. I think if one team wins, they win by a goal. I think both teams are going to concede. Like, I don't see them keeping a clean sheet with the form that João Pedro's in. I definitely don't see us keeping a clean sheet, whether Dembele starts or whether he doesn't, because we're just likely to do something stupid at the back. But yeah, I don't think the tie will be done in one leg, and it will just depend on whether we're in the lead or not. But Enrique isn't the sort of manager to sit back and be pragmatic. I think he's going to come out and have a game against us, and Rossinha is going to do the exact same thing. He's a bit fearless as a manager. He wants the players to be a bit more direct, move the ball forward and vertical really quickly.
Fearless.
So, yeah, like, I don't think it's going to really... The second leg's only going to be impacted depending on how the first leg goes, but I don't think he's going to try and play with the second leg in mind.
Yeah,
if you look at last summer when you guys played PSG, it was Maresca, and I think that's a difference in managers, right? Like with Rossinha at the helm now, I don't think he sets up the same way Maresca set up when you guys won the Club World Cup. That's number one. Number two, you said he's fearless. Yes, you've seen him fearless in certain games against certain teams, but against teams that matter, he's not been fearless. He came to Arsenal and he waited 60 minutes before trying to do anything. You know,
we didn't have any we didn't have Palmer, Esteban, or James. We're going to have them back.
Again, you might not have those players, but the system was to sit back for 60 minutes. So even if he had them on the pitch, he could have decided.
Then sometimes it works. Unai Emery beat Maresca with the exact same idea.
Unai Emery is different from Maresca.
Dayo, are you talking about Rossinha or Maresca?
Rossinha.
You saw about Rossinha in the second leg of the cup. I'm saying Emery did the same thing when Villa beat us 2-1 in December.
Yeah, but that's Villa. You're not. This is PSG. This is Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique is different from.
No, but I'm saying I understand the idea behind the tactic. We didn't have our key players able to play 90 minutes, so we had to bring them on.
I get that. What I'm saying is, as regards to like the way he'll set up, I don't think he's well. Again, I can't predict what he's going to do because I've seen him play shy ball. I've seen him try to play brave ball. I've seen him try to hide and wait for 10 more minutes to attack, and I've seen him actually go all out for it. So I don't know how he's going to set up, but I'm saying the difference is now you have Rossinha at the helm and not Maresca anymore. I think if it was still Maresca at the helm after beating PSG at the Club World Cup, I think Maresca is going in there very, very, very confident, knowing exactly how he's going to try to play. And I think Enrique will be panicking as well to not make mistakes against Maresca a second time because he just beat him at the Club World Cup. But now it's a different manager, so we'll see. We'll see.
Enrique
Vader,
has played Rafinha before with Strasbourg, though. I think he even beat him last season. I don't want to throw that in there, but in terms of the way we're going to play,
Man
it
throwing
looks like the Villa
Strasbourg
game was
law
very
out
similar.
there. Strasbourg
fair.
law.
Complete analysis. Complete analysis.
You should have seen him in League One. I'm like, okay.
All I want to say is the
Okay.
Villa game looked very similar to the Club World Cup
No,
final.
I think you guys. I think you guys can still look. I don't agree with Flawless that all the English clubs are going to go out. I think you guys can still something. To be
What?
honest, if you Liverpool,
Nah,
Galatasaray,
don't free. I didn't say all.
He didn't
I said
say
no,
all.
those three. I said no. That's I
Yeah,
refer to them as all because I'm not part of
yeah,
that.
because he's an Arsenal fan. Isn't he?
You understand?
Got
what
you.
I'm-
Got you.
Yeah,
Facts,
you
facts,
get
facts.
me.
Got it.
That's the reason why I said
Yeah,
all,
fuck 'em.
you know,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
What the hell?
all of them. So I do think that I personally think Liverpool will get something off from Galatasaray. I honestly think that that's going to happen. I think Liverpool goes out in the next round, if anything, because they might be facing Chelsea or PSG, which is going to not be a problem for them. If Chelsea gets through PSG, yeah, I think you're facing Liverpool and two English teams. One of these
Football heritage. I
yeah,
can't wait.
one of you is going to get knocked out. With City, the only thing that I see that is a problem, I think City can beat Madrid, but City's fixtures over this Champions League period is hectic games. They still have between the two legs of Madrid, they have a game with us, Arsenal, in the Carabao final. They also have a game with Chelsea in the Premier League. And they're also going to be facing West Ham, which is a team fighting relegation. So they literally have pressure cooker games. Do they have the squad depth to manage it? I don't know City's squad depth as much as I know the first 11, so I can't speak to that. I think Vader can speak to that. But yeah, I think that over two legs, I think City can do something against Madrid in isolation. But with those other games thrown in the middle, player management, who plays, who gets to rest, how many players are you going to play? I think that's where it gets them. We also have the same problem, but the teams we're facing are not as heavily pressured. Leverkusen, Bournemouth, we're playing Everton. These are tough games too, but it's not when you hear the games that City is going to play in between this
George, man.
yeah, already like I'm glad I'm not doing that. I'm glad it's City that has that. I would rather take the easy road out. I don't care. It's easier for me, so that's my only thing about the City one. Yeah. Newcastle, I can't really say much for them. Tottenham, I think that if Tottenham wants to go out with a bang and go to the championship, they should just try and win the UCL. They should just go all out for it. Those players.
You just saying that because you hope you drawed them at one point, bro.
No, yeah, that's my point now. Because if they do well, I'm going to have to play them, and that's
Arsenal have all the luck on their side when it comes to draws this season. Let me tell you that. Let's not even go there. You guys include Chelsea. I can't say that a lot at Chelsea because I know they got Port Vale, but they got the literal champions of last season, so I can't even say anything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Vader,
we make hard work of it anyway.
Me and Vader are stuck in this this warp of difficult fixtures. But Vader, you are speaking now. Is your mic working?
I believe so. Everything good now?
Yes, we can hear you through your mic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Flawless, don't tell me what to do.
Why are you so hot?
I'm not. Just relax.
I'm just trying to help you out.
No,
man.
just relax.
All the wild shit I say to you, and that's where you draw the line.
I'm just saying, you said you got my team going out to Real Madrid. I'm not sure if this is the Real Madrid that's going to knock me out. Of past seasons, the battles that we've had over the years, and again, UEFA know how to print money, right? UEFA want to make money. Just make Real Madrid and City play. That's what you're guaranteed to do. So we're facing each other again, and I think, in my humble opinion, we're seeing them around too early. I think seeing Real Madrid in the semifinals would have been more appropriate, but it is what it is. There's a lot of injuries over at Real Madrid, a lot. Like Mbappe's questioned, their left backs questioned, Rodrigo, who has damaged my team. No matter what he's dealing with in his life, he could have a goal drought the entire season. He plays City, he's going to score. Him and Benzema did a madness a couple years ago, but I think we've got a manager that's more than prepared to manage the fixture list, like Dio brought up earlier. But I also think we're healthy at the right time. We're healthy at the right time with really two key players that are injured. Pep's not going to do a mad rotation versus Real Madrid. We got to respect him. But in terms of playing the game and hopefully getting a favorable result, we know that we can have that rotation on the remaining fixtures before we play them on the second leg. But yeah, I'm almost going into this game full strength. Josko Gvardiol's out. Kovacic is just back in training, but I wouldn't expect him to travel. Everybody else are pretty much back. Doku played in the FA Cup versus Newcastle, which is a team that I faced for the 5th time this season. So the familiarity, them knowing how they would have, Eddie Howe on how he wanted to attack City, I think we had a very good result. It was 3-1, but it flattered Newcastle because that should have been, in my opinion, 5, maybe 6. We had opportunities, Reinders in particular, but we got everybody back, even Savinho, who touched the pitch and looked like he hadn't missed a beat. So I think the creativity's there. I think we got more than enough weapons, and we managed the tie. We don't destroy it on the first leg at Real Madrid, but we managed the tie and maybe take care of it at home.
I have a completely opposite opinion to Flawless.
Before you do, Veta, before you just want to say, Veta, are you surprised that I think you're going out to Madrid?
Am I surprised that you think no?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. Because you said that at the start, like you have me going out to Madrid, and you know me well enough. But go on, carry on. That's all I wanted to ask.
I thought based off of the information, and I don't know if you know how healthy Real Madrid are, but I thought that might have changed.
Massantano, Bellingham's out. You mentioned Rodrigo and a few others. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't mention Bellingham. I didn't mention Mbappe, but there's players out.
Nah, there is players out. 100%. They still have match winners though. That's what I'm going.
No, that's fair.
That's
fair.
I have a differing opinion. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm completely opposite to Flawless. I actually think all the English teams go through. I think every single English team goes through. The only one I have doubt about. The only doubt about we don't include Spurs seriously in this conversation.
Jay, don't let him disrespect you like that.
Jay, I love you, bro, but like you know, you're listen.
Hey, Jay,
when we say
I'm not hearing it because
you know, Lewis, you're such a bad
no.
Because I was telling him now football opinion, and he just
I'm about Hussam. I'm about gladiators. You know, I'm about fights to the death. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Remind me, Hussam, when you last won the Champions League, who stood across the auditorium from you to play?
Spurs.
Oh, okay. It's just because the way you're talking, you make it sound like it's absolutely an impossibility that we could ever make it to something like.
Okay, here's the difference. That time you had Son, you had Kane, you had Prime Hugo Lloris, Toby, Vertonghen, and who was at the dugout? Mauricio Pochettino. Now let's play that game. Igor Tudor and Bissouma. Brother, I'm sorry, the cards.
And Bissouma. I have Bissouma. Sorry.
The cards ain't stacking up, you know.
Okay,
it's like Flawless.
They're European winners this time around, though.
It's like Flawless going like, we beat Barcelona in the Champions League. We beat what's it called? Chelsea in the Champions League final. Yeah, he's right. But they had Rooney and Ronaldo. Now they've got like different level.
Hey, Chelsea at Old Trafford, that is baby food. But
bro, listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude.
Okay, I'm actually trying to have an objective.
Lewis will tell you that. Lewis, how bad's your record at OT?
Fuck that ground and everything about it. I hate that ground.
I don't know why you man try to hype it up like I said something crazy.
You know who's the last manager to win there? Benitez. That's something. You owe us forever.
But I'm just saying, Hussam, yeah.
He got me a trophy. Oh, mind. Better than Poch.
Spirit of Di Matteo. Do you know what I mean? It hangs in the air.
Let's go talk that shit, Jay, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all I'm trying to say is like, you know, it's not unheard of that a interim manager comes into a club, gives them a knee-jerk bounce. Last season, 17th in Europa League. This season, 18th in Champions League.
This season, relegation and Champions League.
Okay, I'll tell you who says no.
Can I ask
if Spurs win the Champions League, I will dye my hair white and purple, and I will buy 5 Spurs training kits and shirts, and I will remove everything in the back, and I'll make it all Spurs related monuments for a whole week on YouTube.
A week? Okay? What do you mean? But this guy's funny. Guy says a week. Spurs win the Champions League. You better change that to 4 years.
No. We're not doing the world champ.
I think a season. I
want to see A-listers sponsored by Tottenham Hotspur for the next decade. What the hell?
We ain't gonna do all that.
I just see it. So let me ask you, Jay, can I ask
now let me land my original question about the English teams.
Okay, go on.
So it's excluding Spurs and Newcastle.
No, why are you we finished 4th in the league stage. Yeah.
Talk to them, man.
Yeah, like bro, how can you we finished
very disrespectful.
4th. Like
you know what, I agree.
Out of the whole league phase, we finished 4th. Respectfully
So
speaking,
you're disrespectful too, Flawless.
you need
Who's
to
how am I
include.
disrespectful
We are
to
the
who?
current Europa League holders. Like, if our
want
name,
you think all the English teams are out.
if we were like Seville,
disrespect.
and if we were Seville and you
Man,
weren't
scrub.
watching Spanish football like you don't, you would probably be coming on this show saying, "Oh, you know what? They might be a tough tie. These guys might be dark horses." Do you know what I mean? Calling us Black Beauty and shit. So my point to you, Hussam, is you very much need to include us when you talk about English teams. Over to you, Hussam.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
I would appreciate now if you guys just let me land, please. I'm not gonna have, guys. It's possible that Spurs beat Atletico, but I just don't see them going far in this competition. So I'm discarding them. I'm discarding Newcastle against Barcelona. I'm talking about the four big clubs. Now, with the four big clubs in the UEFA Champions League, I see Arsenal going through with these. To an extent, I see us going through with these as well, because even if we lose to Gala, their fans aren't even allowed in at Anfield because they have a ban. So it will literally be 0 Galatasaray fans at Anfield as well. And yeah, exactly. And
There's no Galatasaray fans there.
yeah, they have a ban.
Not traveling fans.
Yeah, no traveling fans. So
Yeah,
they come
no
to
traveling
Anfield
fans.
without a single Gala fan.
No, is there no fans at their place?
You lot better sell out though,
No, at
otherwise
their place,
Galatasaray
yeah.
will do it for you.
Oh, so there's fans in Turkey.
Yeah. There's
yeah.
no fans in
Ah,
Anfield.
calm, all right, calm. Yeah, that's why they win the tie. All right, first, go on, carry. on.
Okay.
Nah, they'll start buying out hospitality. I just deeped it. They'll have a little section.
The
Oh,
first,
I started laughing, yo. It's crazy.
the
Whatever.
first, the
Disrespecting my opinion.
first leg is at it in Turkey. But anyway, regardless, I think Man City will beat Madrid with these. I actually think Yeah. I watched Manchester City. I've watched Real Madrid this season. I think Real Madrid have been absolutely pathetic, to be honest with you. I've watched them a couple of times. They don't look convincing at all. I think if Erling Haaland is on form, Semenyo, Sherky, your frontline players, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. I think you beat them both legs. I think you win Wednesday and you win again at the Etihad. I don't see Madrid posing any threat to Manchester City. Chelsea PSG is a 50-50. Me and Lewis were speaking about this as well off air. I'm not going out and saying I think PSG 100% beats Chelsea, and I'm not saying Chelsea 100% beats PSG. My feeling is more towards Chelsea win, but it wouldn't shock me if, like, Chelsea win 2-1 in the first leg in Paris, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5 tactical adjustments in the second leg at Stamford Bridge from Luis Enrique, because he's experienced, he's a very good tactician, he's a very good coach, and they turn things around. So for me, it wouldn't shock me at all if PSG go through, but for me, that's a 55-45 thing. Like, I'm not pushing Chelsea to the side like they're nothing. For me, City go through easily, Liverpool go through easily, Arsenal go through easily. Newcastle, Barcelona will be interesting. There'll be a lot of goals, but Barca will win that by a canter. It'll be like maybe 7-2 on aggregate, 7-3 on aggregate. Spurs, Atletico Madrid, if you want a good nap, feel free to watch that fixture. You get me? Because both teams. Bro, I've watched Atletico a couple of times. It's literally just Julian Alvarez, Sorloth here and
make
there.
sure you dunk on Liverpool at every given up.
Yeah, Marcus Llorente has a moment here and there, and that's it. It's just there's no real.
It's not
thing when it comes to
it's not a terrible synopsis. I will just add, I agree with the City. Madrid, I think Madrid have been terrible this season.
Thank you.
I actually think they've been
You guys are
terrible.
both
Whenever I've watched them, it's like
I'm really shocked. Flawless thinks that Madrid will beat City. That's
no,
crazy.
City ain't, because as bad as Madrid have been, City ain't been great this season.
Flawless. I completely
No, but City at least have like weapons.
Respect Real Madrid.
Madrid don't have weapons up top. Madrid don't have weapons up top.
Flawless, they have weapons on paper. City have
so they
weapons
don't have
that
weapons
are
up top.
Yeah, but again,
They have
don't have
weapons on
weapons.
paper.
Gossam, I
They
think
don't have
I think you're not realizing.
They have weapons on paper,
The Spanish
Flawless.
League has moved some of Madrid's game because of this City game.
That is
Like,
crazy.
the Spanish League is giving them room to breathe. I'm saying City don't have room to breathe in this period. They're playing Madrid home and away. They're playing Chelsea.
Same with
playing
PSG,
West
Chelsea,
Ham.
by the way.
Hold on, I'm saying they're playing. Yeah, other leagues are giving their teams like moving games, right? So that their teams have extra 1 week, extra 2 week, extra 2 days, extra 1 day, extra 4 days. What City is going to be facing, right?
Is Germany doing that?
In between both fixtures.
Dial,
I
is
don't
Germany
care.
doing that?
I don't know if the German league did that. Maybe because
Probably
they're
not.
not.
Jay, I love you, but you're an easy game.
But my thing is, I think that there's a lot going on
At Anfield, you know
right
it.
now
Come
at the same time. Like, my only fear is, do they have enough, like, squad wise, to see through that period? Because it's mad. It's a mad period. You're taking the game in isolation, right? And if that's how you want to look at it, if you say Madrid and City, I say City go through. If in isolation, just
Yeah.
nothing else. But with all of these other factors, I just fear. That's
My manager is putting on an amazing display of management this season, and to get through this gauntlet of fixtures would be very impressive. But I just want to deal with the first leg. If I deal with this first leg and I have a 1-goal advantage, I'll even take a draw coming back to the Etihad, and then
I think you'll win,
handle
bro.
business.
I'll be honest. I
That
think
makes
you'll win.
sense. That's actually,
I'll remind you of this flawless. Inshallah, next week we'll be there. I'll remind
that's
you.
cool. Remind me,
I'll
fine.
remind you of the English teams
Remind
cooking
me.
in this one.
I'm saying, yeah, cool.
You
You're the
fraud
same guy
thought I'm gonna get eliminated to Galatasaray. Have
and
some
you're the
shame.
same guy who told me Sunderland's defense was better than Manchester United. So here we are.
That's still better than Galatasaray will eliminate us. Come on.
No, it's
You
really
know
not, because Galatasaray have already beat you this season.
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, so what? It don't count. Like they still
No, it's
beat
a
you this
it's
season
a
already.
two-legged tie. It's a two-legged
Yeah, it's
tie.
a two-legged tie. Like I watch PSV slap you lot up at your own place. Why can't Galatasaray go and get a result?
Yeah, but why are you
Where is
bringing
this
up the
team with
negative
English teams?
results only?
Yes, because to back
We
up
also
my
beat
point,
Inter away from home. We beat Madrid at home.
Inter is
Yeah,
a
that's
slut for
not-
everybody, though.
We
that's
beat,
all
we beat
well and good, but
Marseille away.
I'm pointing out the inconsistencies. Yes, you are capable of getting past Galatasaray. I never said it's going to be a whitewash. I never said it's going to be clear. But none of the English lot that I mentioned of going out with Yuffie have been great. You've all had your manager out for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Certain City fans don't want Pep there. Lewis and Chelsea fans are indifferent on Rafinha. Why are we talking like we just didn't watch these men struggle against Wrexham? We've watched City struggle all season.
No, bro,
Yes,
we
Real
just.
Madrid haven't been
I
great.
said I wasn't going to talk about that game again. Come on.
Yeah, like what we doing here? Yes,
It
I
really
understand,
wouldn't
but-
shock me if Chelsea lose to PSG. I can't lie to you.
No, it wouldn't. And it
I'll be
wouldn't
honest.
shock me-
Madrid beating Man City would shock me.
It wouldn't shock me, though. Like I
The
said,
reason why
I
it
said
shocks me
City.
is because like here's the thing. Man City's like if Haaland's not cooking, they got Marmoush, Semenyo, blah blah blah, who are also cooking. The thing is with Madrid, it's really been just Mbappe this season. I'll be honest with you. The rest of them have had like the rest of them have had a long time without affecting games, like without getting goals, assists. Like they haven't been good this season, bro. I've watched them and they
Agreed.
have like a moment from Arda Güler, a moment from Brahim Diaz, but nothing really that you can build your hopes on, you know. And their defense ain't that strong as well. I'll be honest with you, that's another thing. They're not defensively solid. I watched. I think I was watching a Madrid game like last week, a La Liga game. It was on in the background, and like even their midfield doesn't look convincing. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
So,
they have struggled, but you mentioned it there in regards to moments. All it takes is for City to have an off day and their better players to have an on day, and it's tie over. You acting like they don't have the quality. They might not have been consistently good over the season, but in a 90-minute game, yeah, in a 90, yeah, but in a 90-minute game, of course Madrid can beat City. If City are not on it, I've already said City are the favourites and the stronger side, yes. But Madrid have the tools to hurt anybody at any given moment. What are we doing out here? You acting like they got scrubs out there. Yes, they haven't been performing well, but City ain't been performing well either.
It's true.
I've watched you criticize City on here for some of their performances and results and press Vader about not being critical enough of the team. And now they're going to walk through Madrid. They've lost to worse teams and dropped points to worse teams than Madrid. When they 2-0 up against Spurs, Spurs who you were just crashing on. And they drew
Hold
them.
on. But flawless, everything you say, I was listening. It's great, very good. The only issue,
You
only
Vader
thing I've
transferred
got
into your body
is-
there. Sorry, go on.
I wanted to let it go,
Vader
but I was
comment.
like,
Sorry, go on.
The differential of Spanish football, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
Is he breaking up for you? Or
So I'm just like, looking at it.
Yo, Jay, you're breaking up. Run it back.
Yeah,
You're breaking up, Jay.
You got a mad delay, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was just me.
Nah, Jay was spitting. For you guys that don't understand it, it was lagging for you, but he was on point.
The Jay Uso.
Yeah.
Reload.
reload.
Go on.
What you're saying makes sense. The problem, and from an initial glance point of view, you say this makes sense. City haven't been amazing. Madrid haven't been amazing. Makes sense, you know, blow for blow. You take out Bellingham and Mbappe from the Madrid team, yeah. Now all of a sudden, like that team isn't strong enough to get a result just with those two players out, in my opinion. You take Rodrigo out, yeah, ACL, yeah. Now they're in a lot of trouble defensively with Arbeloa. They can't defend. Not like they were defending under Xabi Alonso. Trent versus Doku. Oh no. Do you see what I mean? I'm like, and if they don't play Trent, it's
At what point does Heritage come into play?
Oh,
Not even a heritage team.
Because if it was somebody else, you would. If it was another team that.
Way to cut Jay off. Go ahead. Sorry, Jay. I know. I assume you were done. Go ahead, Dio.
I was just like, and so taking all of that into consideration, I like. It's just I don't see how Madrid put together a 90 minutes that's good enough with what they've got available to beat City. Like, even if they play well for like 40 minutes, I think the other 50 minutes will cost them the game because I don't think they're good enough to hold it out. So I find it difficult to see how Madrid, in their current situation, you're wrong about Madrid.
Rodrigo's barely played. Like, Rodrigo ain't played for them. I don't know how many goals and assists he's got. He ain't got a lot. So yes, is he a loss in regards to off the bench? But I don't think he's contributed like that to them this season. And I think it's really wrong to say that take out of course Bellingham and Mbappe are misses, but we acting like the rest of the players out there are scrubs. City have dropped points to worse teams than Madrid. Is that what we're saying?
I think if Bournemouth went to the Bernabeu, like Madrid's knees would be knocking. Like,
the Bournemouth beat Real Madrid over 2 legs, Jay.
No, but
why not?
I mean, Villa might. Like,
no, it's not Villa. Forget Villa. You mentioned Bournemouth, so we're gonna stick with Bournemouth.
I'm saying with the pace and power. That's what with Madrid,
but Madrid has the best defense right now in La Liga this season so far.
No,
like, I don't get this. Their defense is so terrible, their defense is so bad, but yet they've conceded the least goals in La Liga this season.
You know why? Because it's like you know what it is, Dio. We overlook City's deficiencies, but
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
they both been bad.
You're saying their defense is and I'm like, Jay, let's be realistic.
I agree with that.
Madrid has been this season. They've conceded the least goals in La Liga.
Bro, like Premier League, but Ade,
their defense is terrible, but they conceded the least. Is what I'm saying.
All I'm saying to you is
Dio knows defense. Let him speak on the defense.
No, I'm just saying to Dio, like Premier League.
Vader versus Dio is my favorite thing every week.
PMP.
Yeah, it's great.
It's different.
I'm complimenting.
It's different Premier League PMP.
I asked you a question earlier. I said Premier League, Premier League is different. I get it. But where does Heritage take its place? Because if we're talking about another team now, you would hear the regular, it's Madrid, they have Heritage. They've done it 15 times.
I mentioned the Heritage.
No, you. I'm talking to Jay. No, Vader, you're good. I like the stance you've taken. Like I said, in isolation, I think City beats Madrid in isolation. Two leg, I think City can win. But with the other factors, I think that's where they're going to have a problem. That's where I stand. That's all I'm saying. But if you take away those other games in the middle, if the FA can move those games for City, I think City over 2 leg will beat Madrid.
And we know they're not going to do that. And that's how the thing works.
That's how it works. So
I've said this already. Yeah, like I think City are the favorites going into said game. Yes, I see why they are. I think they are the stronger. Yeah, you are the
stronger of the two.
Yeah, you are the stronger team.
Really?
But I don't think there's such a big gulfing class between the two of you lot that they can't get a result over 2 legs. Like I said, they have individuals to hurt you. Like this write-off of Real Madrid, even though they haven't been good this season. I've watched a lot of them. They haven't been good this season. That's not me saying any different. But do they have individuals over 180 minutes to beat Manchester City? Yes. We've watched worse teams get points off Manchester City. What are we talking about here?
I mean, flawless. Like you say, okay, you say worse teams. I'ma say.
Yeah, you don't think they're better than Bournemouth? Just say it, Jay.
But no, of course they're better than Bournemouth. I'm just saying Bournemouth would rock their world. Bournemouth will rock their world.
Nottingham Forest rock them.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Rock their world, bro. Like, bro, Getafe wouldn't rock any Premier League teams.
No, they would not.
I don't watch Getafe, so I can't comment.
Forest would go to the Bernabeu.
Getafe has the most defensive manager in all Europe.
Like I said,
they have Bardolas. Go check who Bardolas is.
I'm saying I don't watch Getafe. I wouldn't know a Getafe player if I went outside my house and walked past him. So I don't know about Getafe's level. I'm just saying this dismissal of it.
I'm just saying
we haven't seen Forest. We haven't seen terrible Manchester United that weren't supposed to get a result. We rock their shit. We rock City shit.
100%.
That
Okay,
was
let
supposed to
me
happen. That weren't
let me
supposed to
end
happen.
this section on this because I want to move on to about top 4 race and title race.
End the section. End the section.
Let's end this
Sorry,
section
Mr.
on
Paul
purely
Fabian.
predictions.
Go on.
No explanations, nothing. Just so everyone here knows where everyone lands, okay? All the English teams, just tell me who goes through and who doesn't. Dio first. Just names of English teams who go through, please.
Arsenal.
That's it?
Yeah, the rest don't go.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go Arsenal.
Let's go. Hey,
Guys,
Dio, we
we have to record this segment. We have to record this segment. No one's saying anything. I want to record this. Why? So next week, or when someone loses, inshallah, I don't want anyone to come here and say, I didn't say this. Now it's recorded. So we start. So Dio, who do you think goes through? Arsenal only.
Okay. You want me to be realistic? I was trying to troll you. I think Arsenal
Okay.
go through. I think Liverpool go through.
Thanks.
And
It's
yeah,
a prediction. You can be wrong or right.
Liverpool go through. I think Chelsea narrowly. Chelsea struggles. Nah. Liverpool. Who's
Okay, so
Tottenham
Liverpool,
playing?
Arsenal.
Who's Tottenham playing again?
Atletico.
I know. Lukman's gonna kill you guys. No, yeah, they're not going through.
Okay,
City
so Arsenal
also-
and Liverpool.
Arsenal and
And then
Liverpool.
Newcastle, Barca, of course, Barca.
Yeah, I think Barca go through.
Okay, so Arsenal, Liverpool. My one is Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester City. Vater.
City are going through. Of course, that draw. Arsenal are going through. Liverpool are going through. Chelsea are going through. Spurs are going through.
Oh,
Newcastle
okay.
are the only ones not going through.
Okay, Lewis.
Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea. I don't see Newcastle and Spurs doing it.
Okay, flawless.
Arsenal and Spurs.
You're such a troll, Mo.
Why am I a troll?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Fair. Fair,
Yo,
Jay.
don't laugh at my opinion, Dio.
No. You know the funny thing. I, as much as I'm saying, I don't think Spurs will go through. I just feel like these players are just gonna go there and do something crazy and actually because
You want to change your opinion?
As much as I said the other thing,
Yeah.
I'd like to say-
Playing for their next move, innit?
No, because for me,
Dio, we're almost at the last guy, and you want to change your opinion again.
you know,
Yeah.
From Arsenal only.
Don't skirt the fence.
I'm
Now
not
it's going to
changing
be
my
Arsenal, Liverpool, and Spurs.
I'm not
By the
changing
time
my
we
opinion.
finish,
I'm
we're gonna
saying
include
because
them.
Flawless said Spurs. I
He's
was
gonna
like,
say
that's
next week. I kind of had a
I
feeling.
never-
No,
I-
stop.
hey,
Get out of here.
Don't
Yeah,
He's
after
definitely
like,
he's
Hey,
after
listen,
like,
That's
after like,
such
Spurs
a
are
thing
1-0
that
up
I
or
would
something.
do.
He'll
don't
change his
listen.
mind
Don't
again.
do that. Don't say he's going to say when I haven't said anything. So don't predict my words. Say something on my behalf and then put it out there like I said it. No, I
you
did
know,
not say anything yet.
next thing he's gonna be like,
What,
you know
what
I
I
was
simply
thinking
said,
this is why I was going back and
what I
forth.
simply said again is because Flawless said Spurs will go through. I said that's a mad thing that can happen because they have nothing else to fight for. Is what I'm simply saying, and that's what
I
I
don't
also
want to
say
see
that.
And also, Jay sold me on how bad La Liga is, so Spurs clearly got a shot then,
Yeah.
isn't it? If not,
Yeah,
the
he said-
Forest
he
can
said
go to La
Getafe
Liga
and
and do this.
Atletico,
They
none
got
of
a
them
shot.
are good. You said the Spanish league is washed, right? So you have to beat Atletico at this point.
Can we get Jay's prediction, you guys?
They're trying to set me up. Listen, I'll never bet against my beloved Tottenham Hotspur. So I'm actually going to go controversial. I'm going to say all the Premier League teams make it.
Newcastle over Barca.
I think Newcastle put
Wow.
Barca out.
Wow.
Okay.
Bro, like, I'm just saying St. James's Park is going to be rocking. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You take a little lead over there. Like,
St. James hasn't been
counter-attack.
St. James
Okay,
hasn't been
fair.
this season.
I'm
But
no,
anyway.
listen,
Fair.
I'm
I
saying
hear it.
Barca's line is so high. If Newcastle just get the combination of attackers they need for that game, that Harvey Barnes, Gordon, you know, and then is it Vista? Are you playing Gordon up top? They can continually spring that transfer, that line. High line.
Okay,
for
so
life.
Vater's got to go in 15. So let's talk about the title race next. Big up to all of you guys locked in. We got almost 500 people in the building. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Vater,
Has anything happened over the weekend or since we last spoke? Because we haven't spoken since 2 weeks because you couldn't make last week's episode. So I hope now things are better. How do you feel about the title race now? Has anything changed? How do you feel with the difficult draws and everything?
No, I mean, I feel the same, man. I'm always like I'm a half full type guy, right? Like I look at the positives, I look at what's happening with my club, and I'm a long-term planner, long-term thinker. So I like that my team's being tested with the most difficult runs, the most difficult side of the bracket. And obviously I'm playing against the most difficult team with regards to the FA Cup. These are all things that I think are going to make sure that we stay at a high level, that every player stays locked in and knows that they could get called in and playing. So Pep and his rotation, every player is going to know that, hey, I got a chance to play. And this is why I think players that have chosen not to come to City have made mistakes because, yeah, there may be Pep roulette, but you know you're going to be playing in multiple competitions. So when the season comes, you're going to be asked to play and you're going to be playing for everything. We've got a chance to do something special as much as it's not really talked about because it's emphasized overall on the Arsenal end, but we're still in all competitions. And I said this in the UCL section. We're getting healthy again. So nothing's changed. Me saying I'm winning this Prem, I haven't gone out and saying I'm winning all trophies because that'd be silly. Like even in the year where I won the treble, that only myself and Flawless have had the privilege of doing, even as I was pursuing that, I wasn't saying I was winning the treble. I waited until I won the Prem first. And then when I won the Prem and I had the chance on the FA Cup and the Champions League is when I talked about that stuff. So nothing's changed. That performance versus Newcastle, quality, standard, right? I faced Newcastle for the 5th time this season. And you think of a manager knowing exactly what he wants to do against City, a manager that's probably seen everything that he could probably exploit, my high line, my inconsistency, my midfield that you can run through, my lack of scoring or my lack of defending. It was all there for him to try to take advantage of, and he wasn't able to do it. So I'm hoping that the players that, again, Joe Linton landed on Nico O'Reilly. I'm hoping everything's okay and he can return and he's playing at a high level. Everybody else, pretty much good to go. So we'll take one game at a time. Next game's Real Madrid. Everyone's going to be watching that. It's on Wednesday, and we'll see. We'll see where we go from there. It's all about health. It is all about health right now. I don't bet, but I'll say that my club can win just as much as any other club if we can remain healthy. And it's about the luck of the draw, right? It's about whether things go your way. I already know that the draws aren't going to go my way, so maybe the health can go my way with regards to closing out the season. Nothing's changed, man. It'll be me and Dial by game week 38, not me celebrating Dial winning the Prem on my grounds like he tried to predict a couple shows ago.
You're gonna talk.
I believe in you, Beta.
This is the part where you can actually talk. Like, instead of interrupting us in other sections, how about you talk about your beloved Arsenal, the title race?
I mean, the title race is on. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, I personally, this is me, right? I think it's done. Like personally, and that's the way I look at it. Because again, at this stage, I think the difference is these players know what they're fighting for. Arsenal is finding ways to win, and that's the bottom line. Whether we win by beauty or by battle, by open play or by dead ball, or just finding ways to win. Simple. It don't matter to us how we win at this point. There's 8 more games, 7 more games, whatever it is. It's about mentality, conviction, ambition. Just chase it down, and that's what these boys are doing now. So, again, I've said this in another stream. I said this is what the Premier League asked for. When Arsenal were playing beautiful football, you would hear statements like, Arsenal played the game, Chelsea scored the goals, Arsenal had a soft underbelly. I remember, what's his name? One of the pundits saying, oh yeah, Brentford, the first game of the season that we lost 2 seasons ago, Brentford looked at Arsenal and said, hey, we can bully them off the ball. And once we bully them, you bully Arsenal, you can win. It was okay when they said all that. Now that Arsenal is doing the bullying, now that Arsenal is doing the dark arts, you asked for this, and so you're going to live with this monster. Honestly speaking, I miss the days of good football from Arsenal. I miss the days of Arsene Wenger ball, the tiki-taka ball that we played, the beautiful football that did not get us anything. 22-23, we did it. We played beautiful
I miss
football.
those days too.
But what happened to us? They bullied us off the ball. 23-24, similar stuff. Last year, hey, injuries, whatever it is, we still didn't play beautiful football. Now, it is what it is. The league is what the league is now, and people can hate it or not. We're the best at how bad the league is right now. When I mean bad, I'm talking about the entertainment value of the game. Every team in the Premier League is doing it, but we're the best at doing it right now. And because of that, I think we go on to win the league. Not because other teams fell off or whatever. They just could not keep up. You just can't at this stage. And that's the truth. So whether you like it or not, when we play bad, look, somebody made a statement the other day to me, said, oh, Dyer only shows up when Arsenal wins. When they lose, he doesn't show up. We've only lost 3 games in 46 games this season. We've won 35 games. What are you doing? How am I supposed to show up when we lose?
That's actually a big Uno reverse right there.
Like how? When have we lost and I haven't? Like, tell me. Like the 3 games we lost, I showed up. So maybe because you're used to bantering Arsenal, right? And so you don't even look at the you don't look at the stats at all. So yeah, for me, I think it's going to be. I think it's an uphill task for City because of the fixtures they also have around in the Champions League and the Carabao Cup as well against us. I think that fixture is hard for a City team that has brought in 2 new players in January. Pep is blending those players in very well. Like, again, the squad depth. You just talked about Nico Riley's injury. This is what I think will be the problem for City. I don't think that City is not. I think City is good enough to catch any team on their day. But with all of these piled up against them, I think it's going to be hard for them. So yeah.
Let me ask you a more interesting question. Do you think there's an agenda against Arsenal, Dio?
Oh my God! What
from mainstream media? Yes, I think so. From mainstream media, yes, I think so. I think mainstream media.
First of all,
media, let me. He asked me a question. He didn't ask you.
I thought you answered it. What you said? Yes.
I said. Can I finish my statement? Are you gonna speak on my behalf? Are you?
Stay back, please.
Yes, I think there's an agenda against Arsenal from the mainstream media. I don't mind fans and rivals saying whatever they want to say. This is what we do in football. We can banter ourselves. We can have conversations. We can make fun. We can do that. But when mainstream media in 1 week is saying set pieces ugly or beautiful for Arsenal because they are changing and making the game boring, and the following week when Liverpool scores 6 set pieces between January and now, as well 8 now, which it now makes them the highest set piece team scoring between January and now, they say, oh, Liverpool can still do something great with their new set pieces. They are now the set piece kings. Those 2 headlines are very, very wrong. I think you don't take the same thing for both clubs, that both clubs are doing very well, and then say one club is killing the game, and then you say another club is actually doing well with that same thing. For me, that's the issue that I have. I don't have an issue with Vader saying whatever he wants to say about Arsenal. I don't have a problem with Flawless saying he doesn't think Arteta is good enough to get us over the line. I don't have a problem with Lewis hoping and wishing that we collapse and say all he needs to say. But when you look at mainstream media, like the main guys, you're looking at the top Sky Sports, you're looking at these channels, and they're saying for one team it's one thing. This narrative that that the league is boring, but it's Arsenal's fault. There's 19 other teams in the league that are also playing boring football, hence why the league is boring. If Arsenal was the only one playing boring football and the 19 others are playing good football, teams should not complain. Don't just watch Arsenal, watch the 19 others. But you can't watch the 19 others because they're also boring. So how is it Arsenal's fault? Mikel Arteta is not the manager for the 20 Premier League teams. Hence, I think there is an agenda.
Listen. The reason why I had issue is because you asked Dio a follow-up question. And I don't know how many minutes later, I'm not able to remember everything that he spouted off that was incorrect. But I'm going to deal with the last thing that I remember. The reason why there's been criticism about set pieces is because all not set pieces are equal. Right? There's a way on how you guys attack the 6-yard box, on how you guys hold players, and how you guys make things difficult for a keeper. Very different approach from when Liverpool are scoring their set pieces. So when they're criticizing and saying it's ugly or they don't like this style of play or is it ruining the game, it's not just set pieces alone, it's how you execute them. Also, on top of that, I want to emphasize this way of playing, because you mentioned Arsenal back in the day when you guys were playing a certain way and not winning. It doesn't mean that you can play what you liked, Dio, the pretty game, and that it means for you to win, you need to go all the way to this extreme. That's the thing that I'm not understanding from Arsenal fans. They believe that they have to go all this way to win. when you've seen winning done
Vito,
differently?
you're not gonna tell
Oh,
me how to
interrupt
play.
me now
You're
when I
not
let
gonna
you
tell me how to
speak.
play. You're not going to tell my team how to play football. I will go to whatever extreme it takes to win, as long as it's
No one is telling you how to play, Dio. And if you could show some composure, you would let me finish. Hussam said I got limited time, so let me just say this and go.
Let him land. Let him land. Dio, stand back. Stand back. Let Vader speak, please.
There will be no composure when you gaslight and say very, very shallow dumb
Can
things.
you let Vader
You're gonna
land?
tell Arsenal how to play. Go to the extreme. What extreme are you talking about? You were part of the people who belittled this team when this team was getting bullied, putting videos up on Twitter of Bellerin getting knocked out and being stiff in the air. You were part of the people who belittled this team when we lost by 2 points to City, and you said, oh, you bottled it. You didn't say you played beautiful football and won 14 games out of 16 and drew 1. You said City riddled you. You said you guys are useless. You bottled it, and now that we're now doing the bullying, you want to sit here and tell me, oh, why would you think you have to go to that extreme? I will go to whatever extreme to crush your dream, City. I will go to whatever extreme it takes to win this league, and that, as long as it's within the rules of the league, and I'm not breaking any rules. You want to talk about what people are doing? Here you go. Here you go. Talk about it. That's a Chelsea player holding Raya as he's saving the ball. I didn't see my goalkeeper complain.
He's not holding him, by the way. He's being pushed in by Zubimendi. We spoke about this last week, Dio. Come on, man.
I'm not going to do this with you. I'm not going to do this with you guys today. You guys don't say nothing when people are holding my players. But the minute an Arsenal player holds somebody,
your player, he's been pushed into him.
He had his hand around Raya.
Pushed into him. He's not
even before that, Raya was stumped on the feet. Just before that play, this is before the corner was taken. Ryan was stumped on the feet.
You're gonna have to show me that one in it. That's not the one we argued last week.
But it's not only once it happened in the game. We did it. You did it. Both teams did it. At the end of the day, the point.
I'm saying that incident, he doesn't grab Raya. That's all. I'm backing my guy. He didn't do that.
At the end of the day, when teams do it, it's okay. When Everton did it against Man U, everybody was like, "Yeah, the corners are bad."
Dio, can we let Vader land because he has to go?
All of a sudden, there's Arsenal. You're telling me I'm going to the extreme.
Let him land.
I will go to when you guys were playing your nonsense football. City was making.
I'm trying. What can I do? He's not stopping, brother. I'm trying.
I'm talking about Bale.
Yeah,
I understand why Dio do this. Don't do that, man.
When you guys
this
are playing
is your fault.
When Pep came in and changed the whole face of football.
That's why he's gone off like this.
All right, my time's up.
And City will hold the ball.
I'll catch you all next week.
Vader, can you actually speak?
No, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Can you speak, Vader? Vader, can you not do this?
You call me soft.
He's actually left.
Yeah, he better leave. He better leave. You call me soft on the belly. Now I'm no longer soft. I'm now the bully. You now want to tell me I've gone to the extreme. I've gone to what extreme? Listen, there's only something that the Bible says. If they slap you on the left, turn the right. It doesn't tell you what to do after that. Arsenal was slapped on the left, we turn the right. Now it's our turn. I'm bringing a baseball bat to a fist fight. I don't care what anybody says. Like in that corner kick, if that's what it takes to win the league, I pray we win every game from now to the end of the league with a set piece. I pray. In fact, I pray we go to Etihad and beat them 2-0 with 2 set piece goals. Nonsense.
I pray City win the league. I pray City win the league.
I don't think there is an amount in US dollars to get Dio to shut
You can say a
up.
price, man. Say like 20
Any
pounds.
amount you pay our matches and doubles.
Wait, that's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah. You know this.
What did Dio just say? What did Dio just say?
Let it go.
He said any amount he drops super chat, he will match it or double it. So
to shut me up for saying something that is facts. Never. I'm not doing that with you guys. I'm done with this narrative that they like to do. Oh, now you guys have gone to the extreme. Your set pieces are illegal. There's nothing illegal about it. It's on the referee. Go hold PGMO responsible. If they're not going to be the ones to actually regulate the set pieces correctly, that's on them. But you can't tell my players that Gabriel should not attack his set piece. You can't tell my players that they should not be,
Hey, Dio announced it. It's up to me now. This is the first time ever you literally made someone walk off a stream. Put his headphones down and just walk off the stream.
That statement triggered me that we've gone to, we are playing beautiful football. We have to go to the extreme. What does that even mean? Like, your team did whatever it took to win all these years. Chelsea's been doing whatever it took to win all these years. Reports are now coming out that you have 115 charges. There's reports for Chelsea about what Abramovich did. Nobody's blaming them for it, but it is what it is. They did whatever advantages they needed to get to get Eden Hazard. They did whatever they
do it again.
And they'll do it again. But now I'm doing what I need to do to win, and you're telling me I've gone to the extreme. This narrative about Arsenal that they just try to push all the time, it takes me off. Let's talk the football. The truth is the league is now very physical, and Arsenal are good at it. Simple.
Okay. Lewis, he mentioned Chelsea. You get me? So, how do you view the title race? Has your view of the title race changed?
Well, City can't drop any more points, in my opinion. That's as far as it's changed. I think if City drop points in any more games and Arsenal actually react to that with a win, yeah, I'm booking my flights to Amsterdam real soon and all of that. But other than that, no, my opinions remain the same. And yeah, I just hope City can win every game bar their game against us, because I still want to beat them. I just hope Arsenal can still bowl it after that.
No, I hear you. I hear you. But are you still relying on like basically the history of the Arsenal, essentially?
Basically, yeah. I didn't expect City to drop 2 points against Forest like that. They've really disappointed me with it. But there's still a lot to go in 8 games. So who knows? Like now there's a lot more difficult games. There's a lot more games with a lot more to compete for. Both teams are on all 4 fronts. So we'll see. If they do win it, I'll be streaming from Amsterdam. Fuck all this.
If it's the same question, I think it varies. I think it's all on.
Last we spoke, you haven't changed your mind still?
It's all nice. So I think it's all on the. I don't know if I said this last week, but I've been saying this the past few days. I don't know if I had said it. I think it hinges.
We didn't
on
have
the game.
an episode last week. That's what I'm
Oh yeah, we didn't. Sorry, yeah, I didn't. I think it hinges on the game at the Etihad. I think the winner. I think if City win that, I think they win the league. I think if Arsenal win or even get a draw, I think it's theirs. I think it hinges on. I think it literally. I think that's the momentum shifter, because I expect them to be fairly close together in regards to that. I don't think they'll be worlds apart in terms of points by that point. So yeah, that's what I think.
Lewis, will you cheer Chelsea on versus City at Stamford Bridge?
Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, I want Chelsea to beat City. We haven't beaten City since Porto in 2021.
And,
So,
if we go by all this past record thing, then we can look at the past 6 games or the past how many games that Arsenal has played against City, and City have not beat us. We've beat them 3 times and drawn 3 games with them, or 2 wins or 4 draws, something like that of that nature. The last 6 games, City hasn't beat Arsenal. So if we're going by, you know what? Yeah, let's just go by the past record. Arsenal will bottle it because that's what they do. Then by all means, if it's going to boil down to the game against City, I doubt they'll be able to beat us if we're going by past records. But the only reason why I think this City team is not going to be able to do it.
Oh, Dio Uno reversed it. Low-key. When's the last time City even beat Arsenal? What, 3 years ago?
Yes, it's been about 3 years.
KDB, right?
Yeah. City hasn't beat us in the last.
When's the last time Arsenal won at the Etihad?
Again, at the Etihad,
they don't need to win though. Draw is
a draw there. See,
draw is good enough for them. Remember that.
What I'm saying, that the Etihad, I haven't.
Oh, time for them to rise up, innit?
So no, but Lewis, what I'm saying, to be honest with you, is just I'm not saying that City are not a good team. I'm just saying the track record shows differently. 17-18, City went on a 15-game winning spree. 18-19, I think they went on a 12-game. 19-20 was 12-game. The last time City has done that has been 17-18. Right now, City's last winning streak this season has been 6-game run. Last year was a 6-game run too. The year before it was a 6-game run. So City don't have it in them over the last 3 seasons to do that 15-game run that people talk about. That was a one-time thing that they did, and the 12-game run that they did the year after that, people are living in nostalgia and saying, oh, guess what? City can go on this type of crazy run. I don't see it in the facts and the data. That's all I'm saying. I'm not dissing City. They're a good team, but the stats show differently. The stats show differently, right? And if the stats are showing that you're not able to go on those runs, what do you want me to say? You want me to come and rely on your 17-18 season run or your 18-19 season run? Dude, that's how many years ago? We're talking about in recent seasons, like what have you done? The same way Arsenal has come second in recent seasons, you can say, okay, do Arsenal know how to get over the line? No, because in recent season it's been second. But this year, are they able to get over the line? Is there a chance that they can do it? A very big chance, yes. Is City the same City from last 3-4 seasons ago? No. So again, that's the way I look at it. Anyways.
So you indirectly want Arsenal to win the league. How have you deduced that, Twinny? Twinny, I realize sometimes you're very fraudulent. City losing to... Oh, let me tell you how he's deduced that. Because you said City can't drop points a single time from now to the end of the season. So if you beat them, they've dropped points.
And my hope is that Arsenal match it because I believe they bottle it.
We're already 7 points ahead.
Arsenal
You-
fans, they still win the league. buddy.
Everton go and get something from them at the fucking Emirates, man. Man,
We
like
need-
Tarik.
we need
lose
to lose.
3-all.
We need to lose 3 games for City to be able to overtake us right now at this point. That's what
Yeah,
you're saying.
crazy things have happened in this life,
Yeah.
man.
So City has to go perfect to be able to. We need to lose 3. City have to. So if you beat City, what you're doing again is you're taking 3 points away from them. By that time, if we draw with them, we're 1 point ahead of them. We still win the league.
And City still got to beat you the week after then.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they have to. They
I
have to
hope that's the
perfect
case.
all the way through. So
You
yeah.
want Chelsea to beat City. I'm going to maintain that because I never go into a game wanting my team to lose.
No, of course. But anybody who does that, I mean, you can't say the same for Tottenham because they like to, we've
Yeah,
seen-
but like they live on a different planet to us,
yeah,
innit?
we've seen them do all that nonsense. So yeah, where they just
Jay
decide-
getting
Yeah, with
massive-
that, I need to bounce as well because I
Yeah,
got to get
yeah.
ready.
Jay-
to
Jay's
fly.
just-
Pick
Jay's
up
just
my
getting-
team.
Hey,
You lot
Lewis,
too,
no,
man.
Lewis, hit me back as well, man. What's
Oh,
up?
fuck,
Give me the message
forgot,
back.
yeah.
Joke, man. Hit me back.
Sorry,
Bless you.
my bad.
All
I
good,
bless
family.
up my guys. Love
He is
time.
a joke, man, isn't he? He is
Yeah,
massive
facts.
joke.
I told him,
Massive
yo,
joke.
that it's yeah.
I don't know where the thing is. Jay is.
Jay-
So let me
Jay
just
just get-
lay off
Jay-
until he's
Jay
back.
just getting straight shots for nothing.
I know,
Straight
man.
shots.
Unnecessarily, man. Bullying.
I
Jay.
said I didn't send a shot. I said I don't know where Jay is. That's
No,
not a shot.
I sent a shot. I sent a shot before you spoke, Osam.
Oh, you're talking about yourself. Fair,
Yes, I'm
fair.
talking about me. I sent a shot at him. I was like, we've
Oh,
seen
nah,
Tottenham
you
do
did.
that. We've seen
You-
Tottenham
Oi,
do
Lemmy's
that.
here. You said you're gonna double it. He says most Arsenal fans really don't care what you all think. Same old Arsenal always cheating has a nice string to it. Hashtag winning the quadruple. Let me tell you something, Lemmy, right now. I want Arsenal to win the league. I think you will win the league, but you're not gonna win the quadruple. That stuff, as someone who has experienced it, it is so beyond difficult. Because I will never forget this. Thiago Alcantara and Fabinho needed to get steroid injections in their knee to play a Champions League final. It's not an insult. It's just the reality of how difficult the fixtures are. Meaning, you're going to get semi-finals of a Champions League against Barcelona and then play 2 important Premier League games and then have an FA Cup semi-final. You're going to play like 3 games. I think you're going to play 3 games every 9 days consistently, almost for the last 2 months. That quadruple thing, I lived it. Trust me, it is so difficult, and you need massive luck to go your way as well. Like Liverpool that season, had Courtois not been man of the match in the Champions League final, okay, we'd had the Champions League. Had Ollie Watkins, I've never forgiven him since then, scored the 1-on-1, then Liverpool would have won the league as well. But these are you need to understand, winning the quad is so difficult because you legit need everything to go your way. And I mean everything. Because you're talking about luck, injuries, red cards, refereeing decisions, your player form, blah, blah. I'll give you an example. In a difficult... I actually think Arteta is doing a fantastic job this season. I'll tell you why. The reason why I think Arteta is doing a fantastic job this season is he's where he is right now without having a standout forward. Deep what I'm saying. Every team who's been successful over the last 20 years, think of any United team, any Liverpool team, any City team, whichever one you want, always have had standout forwards or game-changing forwards. Arteta is currently doing this without. Keep this in mind.
I don't know. 04-05
Because
Chelsea.
Saka's not having a good season.
No. 04-05 Chelsea. 04-05 Chelsea. Right. Mourinho's Chelsea. Their highest goal scorer was
Drogba?
13 goals. No. Drogba scored 10
You're
goals.
not
in that
Robin.
season. The highest goal was
Robin.
Lampard. Lampard was 13 goals for them.
Lampard is part of the forward line.
And they scored 19 set pieces that year. 04-05 Chelsea. This is minus penalties. They scored 19 set pieces. So when people the numbers are no different from what.
Okay, but what did they win that season? What did they win?
They won the
Carabao
league.
Cup and Premier League.
Yes,
Remember, I'm
just saying.
responding to Lemmy saying they win the quad.
No. I hear you about the quad.
Yeah.
I agree with
Because you need you're in a position where you almost need every single thing to go your way. Quadruple, trust me, based on experience, you need everything, and I mean every single thing to go your way, which is extremely rare in football scenarios. So, that's the thing.
Can I say something about this super chat? Really, okay, real quick.
You can.
I think from reading it, I think he's trying to trigger you by saying hashtag win the quadruple. He actually, as most Arsenal fans do, we just want the Premier League. Most Arsenal fans come in this season saying we just want the Premier League. Just win the Premier League and let's shut everybody up first. Do well in the Champions League, boom. But now we find ourselves in a position where we could. And we know that when Arsenal fans say it, it triggers everybody. When we say quadruple, We didn't start saying it. The media started saying it, and ops started saying it. Arsenal fans do not think Arsenal can win the quadruple at the beginning of the season. But now that we're in it and people are saying it, please, Arsenal fans, trigger them more. Get on Twitter and put hashtag winning the quadruple. Let's send that trigger down the line. Whether we win the quadruple or not, let's just trigger them more with it.
I think Arsenal fans should take it game by game. I'll be honest with you, game by game basis.
We have.
Don't let people get to you because you're just gonna annoy yourself in the end. Big up panel. Asked Flawless this before. Big up to Barrio Malotelli. COP, is that Colombian pesos? What's your favorite game against the 5 clubs you hate the most?
Against Colombian Barrio. Big up Barrio.
Big up Barrio Malotelli. Great name, by the way. Favorite game against the 5 clubs you hate the most? That's a long one, but I'll give you my favorite game. My favorite game of all time, of course, has to be the 7-0 against Man United because it's in the record books. Simple as.
Damn.
What's your favorite game against? Just give me one. Your biggest rival favorite game ever. Each one of you, since he asked the question.
Favorite game against the 5 against. Wait, what's the? Yeah, he has asked me this before.
Yeah, so instead of doing 5 clubs, let's just do one because it would be way too long.
What's your favorite game against the clubs you hate the most?
So for me, it's Liverpool 7-0 Man United just because it's in the record books. That's it.
Yeah. Let me have a.
There's a few. There's a few.
I don't know.
So my personal ones would be, I guess, when we slapped United. Was it 6-1?
Wow.
Right, was it 6-1?
Yeah, it was 6-1.
Yeah, 6-1. Yeah. Obviously when we came back and beat Arsenal 3-2, but personal favorite of mine was when we beat City 3-2, and Kane scored the last minute winner because I went to the game. And I remember when I was watching the game, I was like, man, this Kane performance is ridiculous. And then, like you watch the highlights and it's like, but yeah, that beating City 3-2, like last minute winner, like that was nice too. So, Champions League City, obviously, that was nice. So
yeah, I think one of
Champions League Ajax. What am I doing? But they're not a rival. But sorry.
Yeah, it's not a club you hate.
Now I'm just reminiscing about better times.
One of my many favorites is the City win, the 5-1. I had 2 of my teenagers from the academy score and dunk on their head, Ethan Nwaneri and Miles Lewis Skelly. So yeah, that was good. That felt very good because City has just been punishing us all these years. So being able to actually beat them 5-1 and having kids do it for us, like having the kids on the pitch, like these kids had homework, and they could not at that time change in the same change room with the rest of the players. They were not allowed to because by law they're minors.
That was a great one.
That's one of the good ones that I
really. What's your one?
One that always sticks out is the 4-2 win at Highbury against Arsenal in 05. It was 05, I think it was 05. Yeah. That's one that always sticks out. I go with that one. There's more, but that one in particular is one of my favorite games.
I hate that loss.
We have a lot of games like the UCL games Chelsea and stuff like this. But when a win is in the record books, it's different. It's the same. Like if Flawless said 8-2 Arsenal, it wouldn't shock me because it's a record book win.
Yeah,
that's the thing. So like it wouldn't shock me. Arsenal fans give criticism but won't take it. Insecure is what Demo's saying.
Yeah, there's a difference between trying to criticize and then trying to actually lie. The thing is, I will cut down a lie at any time. You can criticize Arsenal all you want.
I love Dio. I swear, I love that.
I will cut down your lie. Like it is true that you called.
Dio wears that Arsenal badge for real on his chest, like for real. It's here,
and I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I don't mess around. Like if I've done something wrong, criticize me. I'll take a criticism. But when you lie, for example, I'm on a panel show and somebody said to me, at one point in this season, you were 9 points ahead. We were never 9 points ahead by the end of the weekend of a game. When Liverpool and City were playing and Liverpool scored, yes, we were 9 points in the middle of the game, 45 minutes. But by the end of that game, we were back to 6 points because City went on to win. But they would lie and say it's 9 points just because you want to banter, you want to have a conversation, or you want to say something negative. I won't stand for that part of it. You can tell me, we did our job that weekend. We didn't drop points the weekend that Liverpool beat City. That City beat Liverpool. We did our job. We went on to 6 points. Remember, it was at 3. We won our game. We went on to 6, and then they played. And if Liverpool had done their job, probably would be at a healthier place now. But it's what it is. those are the things that I do not like. So for like Vader to come and say, "Oh, you didn't have
Chelsea fans like you are the saddest fans in the planet when it comes to football. And I'll tell you why. Because that season, City won the league. So that win led to absolutely nothing. And it's not even a win in the record books. And it's not a win that means anything. But because you're obsessed, you get things like this. It's like Flawless telling me the 4-3 win under Ten Hag, even though it didn't even lead to the FA Cup. So it's pointless. Just another win against Liverpool, Man United.
Yeah, but that's his favorite window.
You see how me and Flawless, we operate differently? Because we support big clubs that aren't plastic like your club. We support big clubs that have had history for the last 150 years. See how Dio responded? Big club. Not a made-up club because daddy rich owner bought it 20 years ago. No, it was actually a big club with every owner for the last 150 years. I mentioned a win that's in the record books. He brought up a win that is against a bitter rival in a title race, 4-2. This guy brought up a win in a title race against Manchester City 5-1. You, 2-0 when Dembaba slipped. City won the league, buddy. So then what did that win do for you? You finished third in the league. This win meant more for City than it did for Chelsea. But anyway, it is what it is. You get me? This is just the modern Chelsea fan. You get me? Big up plastic Chelsea. Speaking of plastic Chelsea, let's talk about the top 4 race. I know Lewis is not here, but we got Flawless here, and myself and Dio and Jay as well to tell us their opinions. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Please hit the like button, subscribe. We don't want to do a too long episode today, so let me just talk about the top 4 race. And Flawless, I'll start with you. Obviously, since we last spoke, you had 1 win, 1 loss. You beat... bro, we haven't spoken in a while, you know. Has it
been that long?
Bro, you know, last week we didn't have an episode.
Why did we not have an episode?
Yeah, 1 win, 1... I knew it was 1 win, 1 loss.
How come
you beat Palace last week? You beat... bro, who the hell was the loss against?
We lost to Newcastle?
Yeah,
Is it Everton Newcastle? It's Everton Newcastle, right? Okay. We ain't spoke since before the Everton game. Why did we do what superstar shit was you on that we didn't do a show last week? What happened?
Remember we didn't do a show because Vader couldn't make it and he didn't have internet, and I think Lewis said he couldn't make it or something.
Okay. All right.
Did we do a show last week?
We did. We had somebody else represent for Vader. Remember that guy?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Tarik. Yeah. My bad. We did have it. But I don't know why. It just feels like it's been long. By the way, Flawless. How do you feel now about the top 4 race? Obviously, it's changing every week, and you know this is something that you expect in a top 4 race. Your team losing to Newcastle 10 men. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, in regards to the actual, like, my thoughts overall of the top 4, top 5 race hasn't changed. I think we'll finish in the top 4. Like, I don't really have many concerns about that. In regards to that, we'll drop more points. The teams around us will drop more points. But I think it was 66 points last season and 66 points the season before. Like got 5th, got Champions League, was like 4th, 5th place. And we're 15 points short of that now. So if we win our remaining home games, that's excluded. We got 5 home games left. It will get us to that total. So yeah, I've been confident ever since I seen what Tarik did in the first couple, and I've seen the others, and you also have European distractions as well. I think, we'll be fine. In regards to the Newcastle game, just further emphasized what Manchester United lack. And I didn't need a loss at Newcastle to show me that. I've said this for the longest, that we lack pace and power and athleticism. This is why we struggled against Newcastle for many, many years, because one of their greatest strengths is our greatest weaknesses. And we do struggle. Like I said, our lack of athleticism, especially in probably the most athletic league in Europe, you see it. And even with 10 men, we couldn't take advantage of that. Very similar to the Lyon game. People remember it because we ended up winning it. But we was up when they went down to 10 men. And then we ended up down and having to make the triumphant comeback to get through. So, yeah, like in regards to it, and just not only our lack of pace.
Did that Newcastle performance shock you a little bit? Because even like the performance against West Ham was better. Like, that was a really shocking performance considering the circumstances.
Yeah, circumstances. But like I said, it's because Newcastle we struggle against that. We struggle against Newcastle for a reason. When you have pace, power, athleticism, direct players, quick runners, etc., we struggle. We struggle to cope with that because we do not have that. And it's something that needs to be addressed. That's why did it shock me? No. That's why I wasn't confident going into the game. That's why I didn't predict to win. It's hence why we haven't won there, I think, since 2021. I think is the last time. And we've struggled against Newcastle. Even at our place, yeah, we beat them at our place. But last season, that 2-0 defeat, I'm still fuming about it now. That's one of our worst performances ever. But because it was 2-0, people don't look at it like they battered us up into submission that they scored 2 early goals and we gave up. But that's a whole different conversation. But I understand the lack of quality in this side and where we actually need to improve on. Like in the summer, we're far from a finished article. People will criticize Tarik. That's fair. Should have made the subs earlier. I hear it. Also on top of that, but we're also missing our 2 best centre backs on top of that as well. And even if those 2 were playing, I still think we could still struggle in this game. So I take all of those things into consideration. Should we have done better playing against 10 men? Absolutely. Even if you don't win the game, you definitely don't lose it. And we also missed chances. And Bruno's missed 2 sitters. Bruno's gave away a daft penalty. Like, you can't do them things. You really can't afford to.
Bruno was so bad against Newcastle.
Yeah, he was. But and then that's the crazy part is after he's given away the penalty, he's the one who's created most of our chances. Like the 2 to the chat, one of the chances for Mbremo, the one for Euro, and there's another one as well.
Vater, I'm so sorry. Vater, I'm sorry.
Vater, I didn't know if he was coming back.
I apologize. Sorry, I apologize, brother, for you not being able to speak earlier. I apologize.
You don't need to apologize to me.
I'm sorry. My bad. I tried.
You don't need to do anything.
Dio did it mid though. When you left, that you triggered. He admitted that you triggered them. So
Vader loves doing that shit to people. But yeah, like I said,
wait, now Flawless is speaking for me. What's going on?
He loves doing that. Yeah, I am. I'm just giving my opinion on it. Yeah, I'm giving my opinion on it. Yeah, I think you love rage baiting people.
I don't love rage baiting or triggering. I like to speak my opinion. How that affects other people, that's up to them. But
that is also true.
Next show.
Next show. Yes, you do.
Pick up, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, blessings, yeah. Big up. I didn't know if he was going on or not. Big up there, yeah, every time. As we were saying, we just exposed what we need, man. Like, and again, our squad is short, and if United fans didn't know this, that would be a reminder. But other than that, yeah, like I say, disappointing performance. The sky ain't falling, and looking to bounce back against Villa. So that's an important game now.
I think Tarik has done what he started well with what you guys brought him in to do. You brought Tarik in to steady the ship, and he steadied the ship. I think this is your first loss, right? Of course, and the performance may not be good. You might not like the performance, but again, there will be games where you'll drop points. It's all about him. For me, it's about what he does in the next game, the way he sets up, the way the mentality of the team. Is the ship still steady, or has this derailed you? And I don't think this has derailed you. I think Tarik will. I think you guys will step up in the next game. Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. I'm just looking for
but it's just that it's a game. It's a game where it's now blood and tears, because Villa don't want to drop that position as well. As much as people are saying, then it then makes it a harder game. I think if you had beat Newcastle, which was a tough thing to do because you guys generally have not beat them in a while.
Oh my! Your next game is Aston Villa at home. I didn't even realize.
Welcome to the show. I just said that, and so did Dio. Welcome.
No, I know what when you guys was explaining, I actually went to the fixtures list.
Yeah, we play Villa next.
Realize you fully play it. That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's why it's important to get through, because if we win, we go 3 points clear of them. Granted, Liverpool are probably going to beat Spurs. Chelsea could drop points to Newcastle, so we could be even more clear of Chelsea as well. But there's going to be more drop points between all of us. But it's just about bouncing back, like performance-wise. Yes,
we play Spurs at home. We're definitely winning that.
Yeah, that's what I just.
I just think that this is one of the first blips for Tarik in his steadying the ship, because again, you guys were on a spiral originally with Amorim. You didn't know what to expect week in, week out. You didn't know you knew what to expect as regards to you guys are going to play bad, because Amorim was just bad. But you didn't know what to expect as regards to how bad you're going to get beat, and even the games that you won. Because for people to say things like, "Oh, I'm not good. I need to see United win 3 games back to back," like that didn't happen under Amorim. 2 games back to back didn't happen under Amorim. So, I think Tarik has done a good job so far. The fact that you guys are on the same point with Villa now, you're 3 points ahead of Liverpool and Chelsea. If you beat Villa, that's good, because then you
the home game. Yeah. The home games is key for me. I was saying that when I was looking at fixtures. This was like 3 or 4 games ago. I was saying the home games. Of course, I don't mean get packed up away from home, but you in the home games, you're pretty much there. You pick up a couple more wins away from home and a couple draws as well. So yeah, like Tarik, put it back together. This is where now 1 game a week actually can benefit us in regards to injuries and things of that nature.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Fit, though. Need to get players back fit, man. I don't know what's going on.
This might be good for you guys. I understand you have 2 games in the next 30 days, if I'm not mistaken.
Something crazy like that.
For
Yeah.
United.
Yes, they have 2 games in 35 days. I didn't believe it in the beginning, but it's true.
Well, Hussam, that's good because this 1 game a week thing for them.
No, it's not.
No,
it has the reverse effect.
Let me explain what I'm saying now. I'm saying that some of their injured players who have been out might just be back by the time they really need them to play this last running of the games. Because they're not, you understand? So now they're not risking playing multiple games and injuring more players while the injured ones are coming back. It's almost like unless you get injured in training, Tarik will have time to be able to work things out. If they're playing 1 game a week, I think this bodes well for United as regards to, you have players that you need that you can come off the bench and help you at least, if it's to hold a 1-0 win to the end or, hold a 2-1 win. Unlike before, when you look at their bench, you ask yourself, who can they bring in? Like who, the changes so you might be able to get some players back. That's good. That's a good thing. I mean, it's not good for like consistency, but United are playing 1 game a week anyway.
When you have 2 games in 35 days, Habibi, it has a reverse effect.
United
like you're looking at it,
anyways.
I think you're looking at it more from an Arsenal perspective, like of needing rest and going through difficult games and blah, blah, blah. Already, Man United play 1 game a week. Them playing 2 games in 35 days has a reverse effect because now you're talking about trust. Now you're no longer talking about trust. You're talking about trust.
Yeah.
That E changes to a U. And all of a sudden, it might take Man United like 2 games just to get into the groove of things again.
But Hussam, there's nothing wrong with playing indoor closed games like Arsenal does. Sometimes then we have space. The players are going to go play international break, and when they get back, even if they still have like a week or so, they can play an indoor closed game against the Wigan. They'll play. They will do stuff to keep them fit. Now they're not just going to sit at home and be rusty. I don't feel like players just sit down there and because again, I see it with injuries in Arsenal, when players come back, they put them in the under-21 to play some of those games, like in the week. They play those games with them to start to get fit, to start to, feel match fit, because you're not getting your match fitness from the Premier League game that you play that day. You're coming on the pitch that day to win. That's not where you get your fitness back. You get your fitness before you get in there. So I'm sure they would have closed games planned. They will have indoor, they will have all these things planned to keep the players up.
I was almost certain Man United will get top 5. Like I was in a stage where I think it's certain. I'm now in a stage where I'm not sure about the 4 teams. Because all 4 teams are quite inconsistent, which is why we're in this race to begin with. The fact that Liverpool lost to Wolves and then beat Wolves 3 days later is the literal definition of inconsistency. The fact that Man United can beat someone like Crystal Palace and then lose to 10-man Newcastle is inconsistency. The fact that Chelsea Football Club will draw to Burnley and Leeds and then beat Aston Villa away from home 4-1 is the definition of inconsistency. The fact that Aston Villa loses to Wolves and then I think they won the game after that and then they lost to Chelsea 4-1 is the definition of inconsistency. So I'm in a stage now where it's like I've almost got to see it to believe it. It's the same thing with Flawless and Arsenal. My logic for the top 4 race, I really believe this is a week by week basis because if Chelsea win and Liverpool win, we might be 1 point off of Villa and Man United, or 2 points, or 3 points, or whatever.
We level. You're only 3 points behind us.
Yeah, 3 points behind, but you're playing each other, so you can't both win and you can't both lose.
Well, so say one of us lose, but go on.
Yeah, so one has to win, one has to lose. Then you're putting yourself in a position where it's like 3 teams on equal points, and then one team like 3 points above or whatever.
What if they draw? What if they draw then?
That's what I'm saying. So let's say Liverpool win and Chelsea win, which is a possibility. Chelsea can beat Newcastle at home and Liverpool can beat Spurs. Let's be honest. So if those 2 things happen, and then let's say United Villa draw, no bad scenario for either. Just draw and draw. If they both draw, you're in a position now where all 4 teams are separated by a point.
Yeah.
That's not enough for me to guarantee a single team top 4.
It's not a guarantee. It's just from a confidence thing. Like I said, I've said this about United. I'm confident we get it. Will we drop more points? Yes. But I look at our fixtures and I go, yeah. And I think I look at the Tarik and I look at our team in terms of going forward. I think there's enough goals in this side to win enough games to get over the line. Because if we don't finish top 5, I'll be like, yo, what's going on there? So
yeah, I predicted you guys from the summer anyway that you're going to get top.
You did say this.
I said it in the summer before a ball was kicked, so I still stick by it. I think teams are going to cancel themselves out around you.
This guy reminds us of this take every episode, bro.
Yeah. There's a reason I remind
Man United, I hear it, man.
No, because when I said it in the summer, when I said
I said that Man United are going to be the wild card.
Hussam,
Guess what? They were not the wild card.
Hussam, when I said it in the summer,
They were not the wild card, and America
you all laughed at me.
so you're wrong.
You all laughed at me when I said it in the summer. When I said I think that United might be my wild card, I said Tottenham might be able to do something, but I think United will be my wild card. I
You
said
said
the players that they bought,
can do something.
I said they might be able to do something because I thought again,
Just
you win an
just wait. You got Spurs on the weekend, yo. Famous last words there, Hussam.
Yeah, because for me, you win the Europa Cup. I think that should galvanize your team coming into the next season. That's what I felt. I'm like, if your team wins something, you want to come into the next season like, you know what? Hey, at least we did this. We were bad, but now we can go on to try and do something. But of course, they did the Spursy thing that they normally do every year. They decided to stay down there at the bottom of the table. That's their problem. But United, the quality of players that they bought in the summer, with or without a good manager, those players are players that if they play for the badge or they play for themselves, can change the game. Cunha and Mbeumo were coming off a 20+ goals season each. That's 40 GA between those two. Literally. What do you expect when you have, and then you bring in the Sesko, and then you change your goalkeeper that was your calamity from the season before. You bring in Lament, and I'm like, you know what? They do look like the dark horse that would actually creep into top 4. You know.
Yeah, just
Jay, tell me your thoughts on the top 4 race, brother, and the relegation battle if you would like.
Yeah, top 4, interesting. I was going back to conversations I had with Flawless. I said I was kind of like, it's interesting to see how United are playing. They're solid, but I feel like when you're solid and the variance can become a little bit less. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, you can score and win, or score or concede and lose. Like, the margins are very, very slight at the moment for United, which is really maybe players just need to get their act together a little bit rather than, anyone's playing badly. But Chelsea, the Villa win is good. They're impressive. Will they have too many games come the end of the season? I'm not sure. I think there's, if I'm looking at Chelsea, right, they're impressing at the moment. Liverpool look quite erratic. I'm not sure whether or not I've changed my mind on how high Chelsea finish, but
Chelsea are so inconsistent. How do you beat Villa 4-1 and draw to Burnley, bro? What are you? What is this club, bro? I've never seen anything like it.
They're the world champions, man. Respect them.
Oh, the world champions. Oh, the world champions.
Yeah.
I don't look at me. I'm flawless. I don't have beef with Chelsea. Oh, I love you.
I don't have no beef with Chelsea.
Me, man.
I ain't got no beef with Chelsea. Your beef.
They've got
the biggest fraud in the universe.
They got Port Vale, did they, as well in the cup?
Hello.
Lucky. By the way, see how lucky they are, yeah? Getting Port Vale, yeah?
Hello.
Port Vale. How you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
The Dio Youth Academy. Style.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You better start the new project, Habibi. You get me? And don't forget about me, Dio, when he's getting 600 grand a week. Yeah, don't forget about me. Hey, I'm trying to start this football project. I'm trying to retire from YouTube in 15 years when my son's making 700 grand a week somewhere.
Bro,
I can just sit this. I can just lay on a beach somewhere. Hey, did you send the money through? Yeah. Okay, see you later.
Sam, you know how difficult it is when you have to take them to soccer. Like if they have to do soccer and all these things, it is expensive. It is consistent. It is. What are you doing?
You can do it, Habibi. You can do it.
Say hi and go to bed.
Let me ask you a question. Be honest. Are you gonna let him represent Nigeria or USA?
Hello.
What country will you play for if you play soccer? Nigeria or USA? You pick your own choice.
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Thank you.
Yes, good answer.
Yeah,
Good answer. That's great parenting right there. Good answer. Good answer. Wallahi, W.
Yeah.
Everyone W is the chat for
Straight
Dayo's
up.
son, man.
Straight
All
up.
big
I
W.
don't have to listen. You know.
Good answer.
Oh, see, sorry for those of you in the chatting. I'm blessed with beautiful children. It's my wife. Thank God they look like their mother. Thank God they don't look like me. Thank God they don't behave like me. Thank God they behave like their mother. They stand a good chance in this world with those genes. Because it was me alone. Yeah. Problems. All right. Okay, now, man. You gotta go.
Big up. Bye.
Bye-bye. Good night. Bye-bye.
Big up. Big up. Big up. Big up. Big up. So, if we were to make, let me just end this on this, and we will clarify. This won't be used against us because it's very inconsistent. So I won't use this against any of you, and you can't use this against me because it's just March 10th, and it's okay. We can change our mind next week because it's the top 4.
We had this conversation.
Yes, so we keep changing it. So Dayo,
you know what? Mine still remains the same. But go on, Dayo.
Dayo, just tell me who finishes 3rd, 4th, and 5th, please.
For me, hold on. Sorry, this girl wants to play electricity. Come here. No. Jesus Christ.
Love that, yeah.
Fuck a hand inside the socket. Inside the hey, stop. Yeah, go then. Go to your room. Bye.
Love it.
Jesus Christ. Sorry,
so,
Dayo. Yeah, I think United get 3rd. I think that United get 3rd. I think Liverpool get 4th. And I think Villa get 5th. I think Chelsea still drops out.
Okay. Flawless.
Yeah.
Same, man. I said this when you last asked this. I said United, Liverpool, Chelsea. Like for some reason, I just see Chelsea. Bless me, getting it together. That's it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I do. I was looking at the fixtures, and Chelsea did it last year, where we looked at their fixtures and went, "Yeah, there's no chance they're getting in the Champions League."
And then they made it.
And then they went on a mad run, and they do have players to do so, and I can just see them doing it. So yeah, I think you lot have favourable enough fixtures as well. So, and Villa, injuries is killing them. They can get their players back fit. They got shot, but now I'm sticking with what I said.
But with Villa, the problem is that they're relying on the backup players are just not of a level to qualify for the Champions League, and you can't really begrudge them. You can look at their transfer dealings and wonder they spent quite a lot of money to not improve the team, but that's an argument for another day. I think Villa look like they're running out of steam, and when Europa comes back for them, that's going to really stretch them. And, if it looks like going for the Europa is more beneficial than going for top 5, then we might see them drop off a little bit more towards like.
So I need you to get off the fence and give me your 3 teams.
Okay, so, trying not to be knee-jerk, I'm trying to remember what my actual ones originally were.
You can change it every week. For top 4 race, we said you can change every week.
Okay, so currently, I think Villa is still just about 5th. I'm going to go with Chelsea 4th, United 3rd, and Liverpool are currently 6th because that Wolves drop points was nonsense.
Boo. Boo.
Like, I'm not saying Wolves aren't a decent side, and they're a good side, they're a decent side and stuff, but it's just like, if you drop points to us, I'll be like, yeah, you ain't making it.
But Wolves have picked up form already. They gave us a game.
Decent,
they gave Villa a game, and then they went on to do the Liverpool. So you have to realize that Wolves had actually picked up form, just like United picked up form under Tarik. So we can laugh at everything that they 11 straight losses from the beginning of the season. They've not had a win. They've blah blah blah. But once a team turns the corner and you start seeing them getting points from teams that they normally should not get points from.
Fair enough. And yes, I won't discount that Wolves have not, they've improved a lot. I just feel like if you want to be finishing top 5, top 6, I feel like you have to kind of win that game. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, there should be other teams that drop points to them, but I think maybe, you should be looking. But yeah, no, you can drop points anywhere.
But also on the other
let me tell you my prediction. I'm going Liverpool 3rd, United 4th,
What is wrong with you, Sam?
Uh,
What is this? What is this? What is this prediction that you're doing? Okay, carry on.
Chelsea or Aston Villa. I'm you know, I'll tell you something right now. I can guarantee that one of Liverpool or United will be third and the other fourth. That part I'm like almost certain. It's just that fifth spot. Yeah, I'm so adamant about it. It's just that fifth spot. Because if Villa take Europa seriously, 100% they're not going to finish fifth, because I've seen the effect of Europa League football and I know how difficult
If Chelsea take Champions League seriously, we've seen the effect. Rosinho does not have that experience yet to be able to go to Champions League and do all that, and they still are in the FA Cup. So they also are going to be facing the same issues, which is why I think that, and they, I think, are in three competitions.
I'm going to go with my gut. I'm just going to go Chelsea fifth. That's what my gut's saying. I think Unai will bottle it again, just like he did at Arsenal. Anyway, guys, look, we're going to wrap up the stream here. This was a very entertaining stream. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys always being here, always showing love, always showing support. Sarcasm City TV is in the description. Jay doesn't have a channel. You can find him here whenever he decides to turn up. The Gunner Edge, it is in the description. Go give Dio a subscribe. And of course, Vader Games TV and Carefully with G is in the description. Tomorrow, inshallah, there is no red pill, blue pill due to the fact that the games are too early. I'm going to be on the Liverpool Galatasaray watch along, inshallah. That's it. There's no other stream tomorrow on my channel. Trying to focus on these last 10 days of Ramadan, you get me? So there won't be like a lot of mad streams. That's why I'm not doing the Arsenal game either on Wednesday, inshallah. I'm just doing the Chelsea and City double hate watch. So that's all I'm doing. Anyway, guys, big up to DJ. Says, this fraud, you drew to Leeds and Burnley too. Okay. I said we lost to Wolves and then beat Wolves. That's worse than Leeds and Burnley. Why are you always trying to point score in an inconsistent race anyway? It's so there's no need to point score, because you've had, bro, this guy lost to 10 men Everton at Old Trafford. Liverpool lost to Wolves. You drew to Leeds 2-0 up. You drew to Burnley 1-0. يعني خلاص, this is the reality of the top four race. The whole point of it is there is no consistency to begin with. Anyway,
it makes everyone, because you know why? It makes everyone feel bad. That's why, man. It makes you feel bad to point out the flaws in the other team rather than your own. And that's why I don't really point. That's why I don't really say, "Oh, Liverpool did this" or "Chelsea did," because I know we equally have such bad results against bad teams. So, yeah.
My bad, Ponzi. I didn't notice it. Spurs got Jay's room so bright, looks like the rapture.
It's always quite bright, and I always.
It's always bright. Yo, you live in you do well for yourself, very well for yourself, yo. I know that, man. You be Jay out here thriving, Jay. Jay,
I've noticed something about you, Flawless. You're probably the richest one here. Yet you're the one always, because you know when everyone says this about someone else, they're usually the richest one.
I'm the what?
You're the richest one here.
No, I'm not the richest. I am 100%. Far from the richest one.
You've been doing content for 10 years. You have a song. You have everything. Don't even try. You literally have a song that was played.
Idiot, yo.
Anyway, guys, I can redirect you to Beige and Reds TV. They're live right now, doing a Champions League showdown about Liverpool Galatasaray. So see you guys over on Beige and Reds TV. Go tell.
Yeah, big up Beige and Reds TV. You lot all redirecting the chat port. I don't know what you want to put. United are the biggest team in England. There we go, man. That's
no. How about just put
chat? Listen to me. United are the biggest team.
No, they're not gonna do that.
Let's go, man. Hey, chat. Let's go.
Sam Raid, because the Liverpool fans in the chat are not gonna say that, and the Arsenal fans in the chat ain't gonna say that.
Hey, start with me, man. I'll say Liverpool are crap. There you go.
See you. Sam Raid.
I'm out.
Amarim is already out.